I know somebody just text somebody and said, come over my place and put a smile on my face. Welcome back, everybody. This is She and I. I am your host, Beloved. And like always, I have my very special host with me,
India Marie.
India Marie and Beloved, the husband and wife. Do all you didn't know you need, but you got us and we are here to stay.
I feel like you gotta stop coming out here yelling. Cause I can't yell. Like I don't start off like that.
You ain't got the type of vibes I be on, man. Like she's like, a mellow.
He always starts like up here. And I can't match it there. So I feel like you need to bring it down here. There's no reason for him to yell when we first start the podcast.
I've been waiting for this moment for all my week, oh Lord. And now that I'm on the pod with y'all, rocking with your boy.
Speaking of oh Lord, you know what I said we should start back doing?
What?
Reading the Bible together. We slacked.
We have, but I got an announcement to make. God, he knows the plan. The live show tickets are available right now. I was going to hit a drum roll, but I said, damn it, forget it. The live show, the tickets, they are available right now. July 9th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go get your tickets right now. The link in the bio. I'm going to give away some, just 2. I haven't figured out a way to do that quite yet. But once I do, y'all will know. But for right now, the link is in the bio. Or to make it easy for you, go to sheandipodcast.com. The vibes are there. Never play yourself.
It's been a while. I don't know. I'm be nervous.
Man. She is gonna be nervous.
A little nervous.
She is. Listen, I think she'll be more, what's the word I'm looking for? More cool with having sex on OnlyFans than to go out there and do a live episode of the pod. Like, she gets so nervous. I think she poops at least 5 times before we go on stage that day.
Every time we've done a live show, I have taken 2 shots. And I wait, like, right before I walk out on stage, I'm like,
and then she
going back, I go, and then by the time I get there, I'm feeling warm.
Yeah,
10 minutes in the show, I'm feeling warm.
I'm warm from the rooter to the tutor. I'm ready to go. I want to do a live show right now. I might just go live on Instagram this week. Your sister burning something? You need to text her and make sure, like, my son is down there. So Alexis is still staying with us for right now. Her time is coming to an end. Because every day it smells like fish in my house. And y'all already know I don't like fish. So you need to text her and make sure that my son is okay, first of all. And that the house is not about to burn down, secondly. Anyway, thank y'all for listening, man. Each and every one of y'all, let gratitude be the attitude. If you're listening and you're not watching, do yourself a favor. Go ahead and head on over to YouTube. But if you just want to listen, it's an audio experience anyway. We just give the visual. But this is an audio experience. But however, go check the vibes on YouTube. I don't know
why audio experience is such a tickling phrase to me.
So listen. I forgot to, man. Shout out to the homegirl. Ooh, you're going to kill me because I want to say your @name from YouTube. But the homegirl gave me the name. She and I presents Summertime Vibes, the live podcast. I know last time it was a holiday soiree, but this time it's the Summertime Vibes. You ain't really got to dress up in your Sunday's best like we did for the holidays. You know what I'm saying?
I might be in sneakers this time, child. You just never know.
You never know. But you know, we going to be fresh. You feel me? But come to the live show. Check us out. Kick it with us. It's like an experience, man. It's a date night. You know what I mean? It's like you vibe out. In the beginning, we have music playing.
And this is what I want y'all to do. If you're planning on coming.
Come on, man. Talk to them.
I need you to bring 2 friends. So if you are coming on a date, I need you to find 2 other couple friends. Come on a triple date. If you're coming as a single, bring 2 friends.
Come on. Now your energy to where I need it to be. Okay? This is where I need you to be.
Because we want full house. We want exciting energy. Honestly, it could be 2 people in there though. We still gonna get a good show.
That's what I say all the time. That's my motto. I don't give a damn if it's 2 or 52. I'm gonna get up there and do my thing with a bang and a Red Bull. I'm getting both, bang and Red Bull. And if you're new to this and not true to this, I might pass out some Blue Chew so you can go home and give your wife that long, hard rod. If that's what she into, it's Pride Week. You might need Blue Chew to put on that strap on and get busy. Whatever you do, whatever floats your boat. Happy Pride. Pride month, I'm sorry. And no disrespect to the community. Y'all know I got love for y'all. Shout out to my girl Sierra. You know, sis. Sierra's my girl. That's my dog.
And Val. She listens
and
every week.
Val too. Where are my manners? Shit, I'm sorry, y'all. But anyway, Indy, how was your week?
Week was good. Blake, y'all probably saw it. My post on Instagram. Blake finished off his T-ball season.
We're going to talk about that too.
It was very cute. He did great. I was very surprised. And unlike soccer, he actually wants to play the next season. So he'll be playing again in the fall.
Signed up.
And so this sport may actually stick with him for a little bit because I think he likes it. And he has made so much progress from like the first practice of the season to the last game of the season. I mean, it has just been... It took him at least like 5 or 6 games to learn to drop the bat and run after he hit. So he has made so much progress. But last year when he finished the soccer season, he said, I don't want to play this again.
Thing about soccer, he couldn't see the actual like progress that he had made. With T-ball, he actually saw it because he was hitting the ball. At first he was hitting the tee, wasn't catching, holding the bat, running to the base. He saw progress. And I think for a toddler, when progress is tangible, shit, it's on.
Yeah, and I think some kids are just naturally better at other sports. I just don't, because I know I have a friend whose daughter is in soccer right now. She's killing it. She's like 4.
Shit,
and so gymnastics.
Greenlee is a beast.
Yeah, like I said, some kids are just naturally good at other things, and soccer was not Blake's thing. But I think that baseball, I think it might be his thing. I don't think that my boy got to work on his running. We're going to have to start doing suicides in the street with him.
Cause my boy slow like his dad. I ain't fast. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not the fleetest of feet. You know, if somebody get behind me, God bless me. I'm going to get caught.
I was fast. So he has the opportunity to like.
You were fast like how? The cat's out the bag.
Boy, shut up.
You were fast. You want to expound upon that?
I was too scared to be fast. I wanted to be fast.
Man, you wanted to set that coochie on the stage?
But the way my household was set up, I ain't had no room to be fast.
Who am I married to right now, man?
If I was fast at Ophelia's house.
God, why you going put the home girl out like that? That was just a whole house or something. Like that was a house.
It wasn't a whole house, but if I wanted to sneak and do anything,
if you want some of this high school box, come on over to Ophelia's and knock.
I wasn't having sex like that.
Like that. Oh, it's always something. I wasn't having sex.
I had sex for the first time my 12th grade year. We
talk about it all the time. Oh my God.
I had sex a couple times. I said I want to be celibate. I don't want to do this no more. It ain't what I thought it was.
Let me tell y'all something.
So I
got so many excuses,
no hot
man.
box, but like I said, if I wanted to be fast in any way, I just went to a friend's house. I went to Ophelia's house, and then I went to another house who shall not be named, but Ophelia and Amber know whose house I'm talking about.
She was just dropping off the goodies like aisle 5. What's going on? This is ridiculous. But needless to say, it was a good week, man. And I want to talk about something since we got right into it and brought it up. Let me hit the button. Here we go.
During the week, we got deep. Chill. Let's talk on the podcast.
That's what I want. I saw a post going around TikTok about how men take pictures versus how women take pictures. So Indy just said that when Blake got done, she posted a picture of us on her Instagram. Now, I went to go look at the picture when she posted it, and I'm like, bro, what in the hell was I looking like? I don't look like that. For everybody who saw the picture, it's not really how I look in person. She got me looking like this.
So this is what it was.
Let me get done. The thing about the picture is She didn't run it by me before she posted it. I saw her over there getting ready to post a picture. And I'm like, all right, cool. I know what she's doing. Then boom, the picture popped up and I saw the notification. So I went to look at it. Instead of me getting mad, I didn't even say nothing. Liked the picture, even wrote a comment underneath. Now I thought about this. Had I did the exact same thing she did to her, do you know how much trouble I would have been in? Fellas and husbands out there, boyfriends out there, you know what I mean. If the picture, or if you post a picture without getting consent from your significant other before you post, boom, it's going to be World War III.
So here's the thing
Talk
with the
about
picture.
it.
I know the picture looked a little off.
And she still posted it.
I knew that it was a picture that he probably wouldn't love. However, I really wanted to post a picture on the gram. Y'all know I ain't been posting that much. I really ain't been feeling the gram like that lately. And I was like,
crazy.
you know what? I'm just going to go back to how I used to post in the old days of the gram. Like family pictures, random pictures. Like I'm not trying to fit into a category. I'm just going to post what I want to post. And at that moment, I really wanted to post my family and Blake's T-ball progress.
It's crazy,
well,
bro.
when I looked at the pictures,
Talk about it.
Barrett looked like that in pretty much in every single picture. So what I did was I picked the best of the 3 that his line brother had taken for us.
Shout out to my guy Danny too for coming out, man.
I realized what it was.
I know what it was too. I know.
His retainers be fucking him up.
Man, there was 2 things.
His retainers.
Yeah, I couldn't quite
be
get my
fucking him
mouth
up.
right. I'm trying to bite down so y'all can't see my teeth. I don't got them in right now. But I'm trying to bite down so y'all can't see me with the Invisalign. And then the sun was directly in my eye. Mind you, guess who had those sunglasses? Big smile.
Yeah, I pulled them out.
Looking good.
I pulled them out for the picture.
Looking like a damn emblem on the front of a car. Like she was happy. You got me out there with the stale face. It looked like I smelled something bad. And on my face, I was sweating because I was coaching, running after other people's kids. And she goes and posted on Instagram. I was so much in shock that I couldn't believe it. The only thing I could think of, the reason why she did this is because the last episode we talked about swinging. And I was saying I was up to letting the lesbian couple come into the bedroom. And then she wanted to show the lesbian couples like, hey, this ain't what you want right here. And I'm like, damn, bro, how you gonna do your boy like that?
It don't look that bad, Barrett.
Bullshit, it looked terrible.
It
looked
don't
terrible.
look that bad.
No, it is. Y'all can go look at it and let me know.
They gave us 3 pictures. One,
Okay, let me see the other ones.
Blake wasn't looking at the picture. The picture was about Blake, so I didn't want to use the one of him looking to the side.
My mouth looks
and then
stupid.
here, your mouth is doing the exact same thing, which this is the picture that actually got posted.
I know.
And then this is the third one. That one was worse than the last one. So I don't know what you wanted me to do.
Listen, man, my forehead shining. I know some of y'all using Facetune and all them other apps. You could have gave me a new face or something. Like, let the women know I'm desirable still. I still want people to know I'm desirable. She got me out looking like a crunchy dad. Mouth all twisted up like I did a line of cocaine.
He do be out there looking like a crunchy dad. Like the shoes that he be choosing to wear out there. Yeah. And then he be pulling his socks up to his knees. I just be like, whoo, life happened fast for us. Because I don't know what the fuck is going on.
In real life, though, in real life, the vibes are still here. But in dad life, you know, I have adopted the dad way of life. But listen, I still got the vibes. We going out all next week.
Are we?
Watch out. Let me tell y'all something. Watch you about to be dressed like a grandma and watch you about to be dressed like a Casanova. She already told y'all she in the kitten heels. My girl about to step out here looking like a nursery school teacher. Sunday school.
Very good.
See what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm going to move right along because there was something else I wanted to talk about that I think that's very important. I was on...
Hit the button.
We already hit the button.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I promise I did. Bro, now she's about to argue with me about if I hit the button or not.
You did.
And this is what I go through in real life.
You're right.
A woman will argue a point to the death of them just to find out that they're wrong and say, you're right, but never will say, I'm sorry.
You want an apology?
See what I'm saying? Do I want an apology? Instead of giving me the apology that I rightfully deserve, she leads off with, you're right, you want an apology or something?
I apologize.
That's how they offer your head, too. I mean, I will suck it if you want to. I don't necessarily want to do it.
Barrett.
Speaking of head.
That's not what we're talking about here.
I was on Instagram the other day, and I was perusing, and I saw somebody crash their car, giving road head, while, you know what I'm saying, getting his rocks off. Let me ask you a question. Is that one of the reasons why you don't happen to give me roadhead is because you think I can't drive while being satisfied?
You've gotten roadhead before. What are you talking about? You don't get it often, but you've gotten it before.
In life, how many times have you done it?
I don't know, maybe twice.
How long have we been together?
Okay, what are we talking about here?
I'm asking the question, do you think that roadhead is a safety hazard?
Absolutely. You do it for the thrill of it. Just for the thrill of it.
So you saying it's only for the thrill. Like you don't think it's any sensation that we're both getting other than the thrill?
Yeah, it feels good, but anybody, you'd be an idiot to think that it's not a safety concern.
Seatbelt on or seatbelt off though. My man was sitting in the road ass out. They had a wreck. My boy was sitting in the road ass out. Literally just
So did he get flung from the car?
Him and the young lady. Everybody was okay, thankfully. But he had his pants still down. He was laying on the sidewalk. From what I saw, he was laying on the sidewalk.
I just would not want to get hemmed up like that.
Man, imagine, though, if they ran in the... He ran to the back. I ran to the front of a FedEx truck.
So he wasn't paying attention. It was so good to him. His eyes were rolling in the back of his head. He didn't see shit.
Hey. Guess what? The FedEx packages isn't coming today. You get it later on.
Oh my God.
But seatbelt on, seatbelt off. Well, you know, talk to me. Tell me about it.
Seatbelt off.
Since it's a safety hazard, I need to know. How you giving it up?
Seatbelt off.
Now, I will say this.
But
Go ahead. I'm letting you cook. Seatbelt off.
I feel like the times that I've done it, though, we've been in Mississippi in his hometown. It's so small, y'all. Like, it ain't nothing but like back roads.
Whoa, what are we doing right now?
So...
And the time...
We ain't never been just driving down the interstate.
Yeah, she just busted out and said, hey, let me pull it out. Whip it out on me. Put it in my mouth. She's never done anything like that. Never reached over and just... It's never been anything like that. But you done it twice in your life. Once was in Mississippi and once was here when we were standing in an apartment. It was a long time ago. Anytime you can go back and reimagine the times that your woman has done a sexual favor, I don't think you've had it enough. But that's neither here nor there. Now, we'll say this, though. I'm getting somewhere, right?
I don't even remember.
See what I'm saying? It's a damn shame, man. Y'all pray for you, boy. Now, I will say this. I do think that you should do it. I do think it keeps things spicy. When we do go to Mississippi, I'm going to put it out there. That was probably one of the best times. It was the top five times that we had ever gotten it in life. Was in the front of a rental car. While driving. I don't know if it was a thrill or what, but we had rented a Chrysler.
Because somebody hit my car.
Somebody hit her car. And we had rented a Chrysler. Plenty of room in the front. Oh, I let that seat back and said, hey, hop on over here and get busy. She jumped on over there and we just started riding. And that was probably... Yeah, top five, nothing less than. So I do think that being married, you should always go back to the car once a quarter. I think I'm finna implement that. Once a quarter, don't get too good for the car. Some of y'all right now probably think like, man, I ain't doing it in that car. I'm too big. Man, get you a bigger car. Or I'm not saying you got to do it necessarily in the car. You can do it on the car. But I feel like the car needs to be involved just to restore the feeling. The bedroom can't give you the same energy that the car is going to give you. The car doesn't have to be moving, you know, like, and don't go to jail for like public indecency either. Pull up in your driveway if you got one, in the garage if you got one, and just open the doors and do your thing. Nothing wrong with that.
In the house? I mean, in front of the house?
If that's what because some people might be scared to just go all out. You know what I mean?
No, I feel like the only reason why you should be having sex in the garage or in front of your house is if you have children who may still be up.
That's even better. Go in the garage, wear a skirt. Ladies out there, think about it. I remember back in the day, boy, you trying to have sex in the car with a young lady in like high school, maybe college. I don't necessarily think you were in college having sex in the car. Well, yeah, when you went back home. Anyway, boy, the young lady had on everything. A belt, tight jeans, big underwear. You know how long it take you to get through all that? Man, you need a goddamn chain, a chastity belt. Bro, listen to me right now. ladies, you are now old enough, especially if you're married.
Is this your tip?
No, I say my tip. I'm just letting
Sound
people
like
know.
a tip.
No, I got a tip for later on, but I'm letting people know right now that you should restore the feeling by getting it in the car. And if you know you are going to be getting it in the car, don't wear no
You really
bras.
gotta have like a spacious enough car though.
No,
and
we
the
can do it.
reason
You
why
got
I
Mustang,
say that
ain't
is
nothing wrong with a Mustang.
because when we first started having sex in the car, it was when we first started dating, and it was in his little Mustang.
Yes, Lord.
I was smaller. I was smaller back then.
You used to do tricks in that Mustang.
And so it didn't bother me. But now.
Is it because you're smaller or because you're older and your limbs aren't like they used to be?
Yeah, that's probably it. Because my legs was hurting last time we tried to do that.
See what I'm saying? See?
But that's like you sitting in a seat and me facing you. Now, it did work better with us both facing the steering wheel.
You got to find what works for you. You know what I mean? Like every position is not for the car. So you got to find what's best for you and your woman. Like I can't see some of my friends doing it in a Mustang, but other ones, you know, y'all can get it in a Mustang. You know, like you probably have a car that fits your size anyway. So bigger guys are probably going to have a bigger car. Smaller guys are probably going to have a smaller car. So, yeah, I do think that you should restore the feeling every once in a while by doing it in the car. Now, let me ask you a crazy question. Ooh, can ladies get roadhead? Come on, man. Good question.
Yeah.
How?
I've gotten roadhead from you.
I was about to push this damn microphone down. You told me something else crazy. When?
I got roadhead from somebody else.
What are we doing here? What are we doing? But this is the same
Before
person.
marriage.
This is the same person. Go back to the beginning of the podcast. And you know, I ain't had sex number one time in high school, and I ain't like it. Now all of a sudden she started getting roadhead.
No, I had sex in high school.
Here we go with the lie.
And we had sex for like 2 or 3 months. And you know, in that time frame, I got roadhead a couple times.
She's lying.
I'm not lying.
You know how the ladies say, I've only had sex with 2 people. You got to multiply it by 3. Same situation here. I know my wife is a liar. That's why I married her. But it's cool. So for all my TikTok homeboys out there, I know she be lying to you, boy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give me a break. I like her. She's attractive. What you want me to do? Anyway.
There you go again. Talking about somebody like me. You only like me. You only like my face. Here we go.
It depends on what sometimes.
I like her. She pretty.
What do you want me to say, man?
nigga.
It's crazy, right? If I say I don't like you because you're ugly, then we're going to have a problem.
Nope.
What you want
You
me to
never
say
say
then?
that.
What do you want me to say?
We've already had this conversation. I'm not going through it with you
She
anymore.
wants me to go deeper. Well,
Yeah.
I like you because you have a big heart.
We're going back to Justin Mickles soon. I just
My
want y'all
boy,
to know that.
JM got to go back to
It's
the
time for us
therapy,
to
man.
do a check-in.
Yeah, we need
because
to do a
we've been
check-in.
slacking.
We need to. We have been slacking. We slacked off a little bit. We've been busy.
Who been busy?
I've been busy for sure. But we'll go back. We'll pop in. Therapy. Go get it. Now, let me ask you a question. Speaking of therapy, it was a clip going around with old Bishop T.D. Jakes.
Okay.
Saw that?
I think I did.
All right. When he was talking about how men, we don't like to open ourselves up to women because when we do, we feel like that the things that we tell you all in the heat of the moment, you're going to use that against us. For example, if you know I got a short pinky finger or something. When we start arguing and I don't want anybody to know it, it's why you got a short pinky, you dyslexic pinky nigga, like stuff like that. Like you're going to use things like that against us. Do you think that it's true? Do you think, I'm going to put it to you like this thing, I'll back up. Do you feel like that women weaponize things that men tell you?
Some women do.
Oof.
Not all of them. But I also feel like there's a really huge,
Go spit it out.
there's a lot of assumption
What you mean?
when it comes to how a person may react to something that you may tell them.
Okay. But that assumption doesn't come from anywhere. That assumption has to stem from somewhere.
I mean, it does stem from somewhere. However, I don't think... So when you first start dating somebody, you should be dating them and staying with them based off the fact that you do feel like you can tell them anything. But I feel like a lot of men go into relationships with a wall up because men are not taught to be emotional. Men are taught to be the exact opposite. So while TD Jakes had a valid point with, men not feeling like they have a safe space with women.
Yes, Lord.
I also feel like men have a lot of work to do with how they handle their emotions and how they communicate their feelings, because some men just don't know how to do it. And I don't think it necessarily has anything to do with the woman and how she'll react. I just think that some men are poor communicators. Now, women, depending on what it is, a lot of women will overreact.
All the time. Ain't no depend.
It's like when a man loses his job and he's terrified to go home and tell his wife.
That's a big one.
However,
that's a big one.
You should be choosing people.
That's what I was about to say. You chose the wrong one.
Will be understanding of that. Honestly, I ain't gonna hold y'all. The job that Barrett is leaving right now, I just, based on how he was acting at work, I knew he was gonna get fired. And he didn't get fired. He quit. I was talking to my mama. I was like,
what
Mama,
you mean?
I'm terrified that he might get fired.
How was I acting?
Because I have just, he is just so honest at work, and he is very, no nonsense at work. But then, you also have people in upper management who are also no nonsense. So he could have been like, well, Barry could have had his point and his stance on something, and his boss could have been like, well, if you feel like that, then leave today.
And I would have said...
You know what I'm saying? There are bosses out there like that, but it didn't happen to him. But in my mind, I was preparing for him to come home and tell me that he lost his job.
She didn't even tell me this. I'm sorry. She didn't even tell me. It's crazy. She didn't have enough faith in me that I wasn't going to take it too far.
But I knew that had he come home and told me that, I knew that I still did not have anything to worry about. Because even though I stay home still, he is so responsible with the way that he saves and manages the pot. Not only that, he's the most committed person to his career that I know. So had he gotten fired, I knew that something was coming. So I've never felt the need to overreact to anything like that when it comes to Barrett. But that's, again, you got to know who you're marrying. You got to know the type of person that you are getting involved with.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if the beginning of your relationship started off rocky, in the dating scene, and everything y'all brought to each other was a huge blow up, by the time you get married,
yes,
you do have a lot of walls built up, which I think that is what has happened with Barrett and I.
What you mean? Because we ain't got no walls. We tore them down.
We used to, before we went to therapy, we used to have those big walls built up. And sometimes I do feel like we're still working. If we have something to express, it may take us a minute to get it out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is because of how we handled conflict when we first started dating. So you're looking at somebody who didn't communicate and express themselves because
hold on,
when I was growing up,
you did it. You did communicate. You just did it in such a manner that it was real loud. And
so it was either I didn't say anything at all, or when I did say something, it was a huge blow up, like me yelling to the top of my lungs.
It ain't no in between.
So
it ain't now.
I grew up in that environment. I grew up with a bunch of yelling and cursing and, all of that. That is what I was surrounded in. And we've talked about this before, how Bear grew up in a household that didn't talk about anything at all.
We just used to chill, man. That's what you should do.
But that's not what you should do. Families should talk about the issues that you're going through because, again, it raises adults that don't know how to communicate their emotions. So, Beard didn't know what to say. I had a lot to say in the wrong way.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that your communication styles, it's not that I don't feel safe talking to Beard. It's just we are breaking some generational curses over here. And we're getting better each.
Then you gotta know your
day.
audience. So you gotta know your audience too, right? So I feel like if I tell you things at this point, you know the things that you can't bring up again that will hurt my feelings. I don't think or trust you enough not to say those. Like, I trust you enough not to weaponize my past mistakes against me at the ripe old age that I am now. I don't think you should go back and rehash things I did in 2011. Like, man, I remember when that one time where I caught you texting your ex-girlfriend, and now I don't want you texting nobody in front of me. Like, I don't think those type of things are healthy. Or even going back to something you said, if me and my mom had a rocky relationship, I don't think you should bring that up. Like, that's why you can't communicate now, because your mama didn't teach you nothing. Y'all already don't get along. That type of energy, you should avoid at all costs.
So as far as like bringing up old stuff from 2011 or whatever your past looks like.
Yeah. Mine is flawless, by the way.
I feel like sometimes when you don't heal from whatever it was that you went through in your relationship, or it wasn't properly discussed and hashed out, then it will come back up eventually. And that shit may come up 10, 15 years from now because you never talked about it. And deep down, you never healed from it. And you're still hurting from something that happened so long ago. So in that case, I don't feel like you can really say, like, well, don't be bringing up this, because, like I said, if you ain't healed from it and you're deep down, you're still hurting from it. And when it happened, you just kind of burst it up under the rug. It may come up again if there's a situation that happened that triggers you to think about that. Now, what was the second one you said?
Like, if I told you something about me and my family, I'm using my mom for an example. Me and my mom.
Yeah. Okay. So, example of this, I knew that Baird had like an avoidance communication style.
I'm beloved. I look at communication in the face.
No, you don't. And so I was tired of bringing it up. And I remember a long time ago, my mom told me when we first got married, she said, sometimes you can't like fight them face to face. Sometimes you got to go to God about it and let God handle it. And let God speak to your spouse in a different way. So I said, okay.
Come on, somebody.
So I prayed about it, and that topic naturally came up in therapy. I didn't have to bring it up.
He did? I don't even remember.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, sounds like you're just avoiding.
Oh, yeah, I remember
everything.
That. I remember that for sure.
Sounds like you try to keep yourself busy to avoid dealing with the emotions that you need to deal with. And so...
But I gave some cold examples that day.
I didn't have to bring it up. It came up naturally. So certain stuff, you just gotta kind of let it reveal itself to the person. And as I said, I told my best friend, both my best friends are getting married actually, but one of them has her wedding website up, and you know how you can go and leave a note, and I left them a note, and I was like, literally always keep God in your marriage. And so when we're going through conflict, I don't know how Barrett handles it, but I always go to God first. Before I go to anybody else, I go to God first.
God is always omnipresent with your boy. That's how I handle it. I told y'all last week, me and JC, we locked in.
We used to get into arguments, and when I would leave, I would go sit. My phone used to have tons of notes of prayers.
Damn, how many?
Like, if I was out and I didn't have, like, I couldn't write my prayer down, I would just type it in my notes. So my phone had tons of notes of prayers.
You think if you write it down, it'll reach God faster that way?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Like, why you writing it down? So I need to start writing my prayers down?
Yeah, that's how you manifest.
Okay. I ain't know. I just be talking to God regularly. You feel me?
I mean, you could do that, but for me,
yeah,
what I write down usually comes true.
Okay, all right, listen, I'm with you, Queen. Write down in your Bible journal today. God
And
bless
what I'm
me, Lord,
asking
with a
for,
meal.
if what I'm asking for ain't meant for me to have it, he'll bless me with something better. Or
Go off then, Queen.
sometimes if it's meant for me to have it, it just might be a little delayed.
Yeah, that is.
So I stand by that. I always stand by that.
I brought up TD Jakes and you got biblical on us, didn't you?
So
You ready to start
Like I said-
your own community choir.
I saw the clip and I agree with him, but just to a certain extent.
Nah, but listen, you can't. Disagreeing with TD Jakes is almost like disagreeing with the Apostle Paul. You can't disagree with TD Jakes. What he's saying is the
TD
word.
Jakes got drama just like everybody else. You saw her sister, one of his
I don't be
daughters
seeing
in the
that.
news,
I don't be
stealing
seeing
them
it.
kids.
No, I ain't see that.
What her daughters?
One
I
of
said
his
something
daughters?
crazy like that, yeah. So just because you're in the church does not
Nah,
mean
TD though.
that your family
Nigga write
is
books.
exempt from trials and
Tribulation.
relations. So yeah, like I said, I agree to a certain extent. I
think
don't
that's
feel,
listen, go ahead.
and I also feel like you should choose partners that are your safe space. Like,
Hey,
why?
I was about to say that. You took it from me.
If y'all don't feel safe, you should feel safe.
The only thing I don't like to do around my wife is use the bathroom. I feel like that's sacred. I don't like to just, drop a deuce while she in the house or like drop a deuce while she coming in the bathroom directly after. I don't want to do that, but everything else I feel pretty calm about. I even, if push come to shove, rub one out in front of you. If that's what I got to do. Like, I feel comfortable, that comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So anything... What? That's how I feel. So I'm giving it up. So I feel like those situations that, anytime a guy can get out of the shower in front of their wife or significant other, they've reached a level of comfortability that is really sustainable. Because you get out of the shower, with your
2 weeks
flaccid
penis?
meat. Yeah, you got a flat. I ain't got that. Me. What you talking about?
You got the shower, got the little dicks.
She's tripping right now. Remember, she was having sex in high school. So that must be what she's talking about. Because when I get out of the shower, I'm telling you, I got a shower. All the lights, like Bernie Mac say. Me just be swinging. Be a blackout when I get out of the shower.
So,
You know what I'm trying to say.
anyways, dang, I was finna say something else. You made me lose my freaking train of thought.
What made you lose your train of thought with that meat?
It wasn't the meat.
We have the beef. The Arby's you thinking about over here. That's what you want. But anyway,
My first and only time eating Arby's was this country man right here.
You ate Arby's with me?
Yeah.
I don't even like Arby's. You wasn't with me. You lying
No,
now.
yes, I was. I actually remember exactly what it was. Remember
Bro,
when
you
we
are
went
damn,
to...
I've never...
Remember when we went to Holiday World with our old friends?
Ah, bro, it's different though. It's the only
And
thing
we
out there.
stopped at Arby's.
Oh, we stopped at Hardee's.
Oh, was it Hardee's?
Yes.
Is that the same thing?
No.
Oh.
See, I was like, bro, I've probably eaten Arby's one time in my entire life because them fries are curly.
No.
But
Never
Hardee's,
mind.
yeah, we went to
I guess
Hardee's.
I've never eaten Arby's then. It was Hardee's.
Yeah, Hardee's is all right, though. Like, the breakfast is it's pretty good. And I haven't eaten it other than that one, maybe once or twice, but that was the once right there. But Hardee's, why she disrespecting Hardee's like that? I think
sorry.
Hardee's is okay.
Oh,
Old
y'all
people
know I
love
don't be eating
Hardee's.
that stuff. I don't be eating none of that stuff.
I ain't fucking with none yet. I'm past the stage in my life. I can't do it like I used to. But hot wings and fries, I can still do those. You know what I mean? But let me get into my tip, man. I don't want to hold it up. Let's do it.
Now unqualified
That's
advice
what
from B-Love and B-Love's
I got
relationTIP.
the keys. The live show. I'm saving some of my greatest hits for the live show. I got a lot to talk about during the live show. Get your tickets, July 9th. That's when it is, at the Analog, at the Hutton Hotel. If you've never been, prepare yourself for a good time. Summertime vibes, it's going down. In the meantime, in between time, speaking of summertime vibes, Father's Day is next weekend. Ladies, don't get caught out there with your pants down. We don't want that. You know what I mean? You should be giving us fellatio on a regular basis. Don't think because you're going to give it to us on Father's Day, this is a special occasion. No. Give me that on a regular basis. That's neither here nor there. That's not my tip. I just want to put that out there. However,
what the fuck is going on?
I went on a tangent right there. I know. My tip, however, goes out once again to the fellas. This is my last time, maybe not, probably addressing the thing that is Hoochie Daddy season.
Oh, Lord.
I got to do one more
I saw one of the funny guys on Instagram. He said, stop calling yourselves hoochies.
Yeah, that's crazy, first of all. But anyway, I get it. It's a vibe. I understand that vibe.
It's just funny. It's just all in fun. It's just funny.
However, something that is not funny. Fellas, 5 to 7. That's all I'm going to say. 5 to 7. I see a lot of y'all dipping your foot in 3. If you're walking down the street.
If you dipping your foot in 3, you need to have some legs.
No. Just don't dip your foot in 3. Because if you're walking down the street and if I can start seeing the bottom of your butt cheek, you've gone too far. You've went from a hoochie daddy to a whore. Put some longer shorts on, man. So if you put on your shorts and your shirt happens to come below your shorts, you're doing too much. Nobody wants to see that. Like, listen,
I ain't seen that. Because usually if they got the 3s, they got a tight shirt on too.
And it's too much. At that point, you got a bodysuit on, the same thing you got on right now. And y'all might be saying, hey, you're hating. No, I ain't hating. 3s are good, are cool in some places. At the beach, at the pool with your woman, out doing, you may be working out in 3s. That's cool. But you just walking down the street, going to brunch, and you got on 3s with a snapback or a dad hat. I'm like, bro, why are you doing that? Like, listen, you don't want to be a hoochie. You want to be a hoe. It's a difference. So put the 3s up. It's okay with going above your knees, but don't do the 3s. That is. That's the new motto. Because I see it, right? Like, listen, I see it. Some of y'all think y'all sexier than the women. And that's getting a little bit too much for me. I got the Pride Month. I'm with y'all. Y'all know B-Love is an ally. I'm with it. However, if that ain't your thing, that ain't your ministry, let my homosexual community do their thing. Don't you be out here trying to perpetrate and wear your 2s and your 3s. That's for somebody else. That ain't for you, player. Unless you're going swimming. Then it's for you. But don't do it if you're not hitting the pool.
Would you wear a Speedo?
Huh? Well, I wear a Speedo. Am I Michael Phelps? Am I finna win a medal to swim? Am I being aerodynamic? No. Why do I need a Speedo? I'm not in a swimming competition. I'm not in a bodybuilding competition. See, that's what I'm saying. When you start doing it, you might well go to Mint Swim and buy you some Andrea stuff. Because they look good. So you might well go to Mint Swim. But I'm not doing all that. I don't want to wear a Speedo. I don't want to wear 3s. I want to wear 5s and 7s. I want to be a conservative hoochie daddy. I don't want to be a hoe. At 3, you a hoe.
At 3, you're a hoe.
If I see the bottom of your booty cheek and you a man, I'm going to hit your ass with a tranquilizer dart right in the bottom of that cheek and make you fall on the ground. I'm just bullshitting. But still, don't be wearing 3s without your woman around, man. And if you are wearing 3s, and if they do come way, way, way above your knees, just make sure, man, you know, I don't know, just don't be around me with that damn shit. Oh, you know what else to say? That's it, man. Protect yourself at all times.
Well, the hoochie 3s.
You like those? If you
I would like for you to stay at the 5s.
All right, cool. But let me ask you a question, right?
I prefer the 5s.
I got to get here. If we were at a pool party, right? Let's say we at a pool party in like another city. Let's say we in Vegas, and I saw you and your homegirls, but then I come up to you and I try to shoot some game to y'all, and I got on 3s and then like a tight shirt and a hat. Maybe I got my shirt now. I got a shirt.
Not my preference.
See what I'm saying? Right.
Not my preference.
It look crazy. If you got your shirt, that's why you gotta have your shirt off if you wearing 3 inches. That's why I'm saying pool or beach.
Very good.
If your shirt, the shirt I got right there, if I stand up, this shirt's probably gonna fall about right here. If this shirt, yeah, it will. It's tight too, but it's still gonna fall at my thigh.
All right.
If your shirt is, don't do it. No threes for me. India, are you ready?
I'm
Let's
ready.
hit it, man. Stop that.
Let her upgrade you.
I got the pressure.
What would India do?
I got one more thing to say.
Oh, Lord.
WWID. What would India do? Kick it. And it's usually guys that weigh about 250 that's wearing the threes. 250 plus. What you trying to prove? What? Go ahead.
All right.
250.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Dang, I hate to even talk about this because this has been a very lighthearted episode.
Why you gotta talk? I got what you want me to come on.
So my boyfriend is offended after he got angry and threw a chair. Basically, we had a very heated argument and he got so angry, he started shaking, then pushed the computer chair with a bunch of clothes on it. Chair fell over, clothes all over the floor. He starts walking towards me now, still visibly angry. I was across the room. I get scared and run to a different room and hyperventilate. Next day, we're talking about things, and he's now mad that I acted that way. He's offended because he's never physically hurt me and told me, "Why did you run away? I have never hit you. Stop pretending like I was going to." And I was flabbergasted. Like, of course, I ran and got scared. Who wouldn't? Was he in the right to be offended? He has never hurt me physically. No, he was not in the right to be offended. What the fuck? First of all, if you argue it, you should be throwing anything. I'll probably be a little scared, too.
See, that's why I just be chilling. I chill.
He throws the chair, starts shaking, and walks towards you? What are you supposed to do? What's next?
Yeah, that's a bit much.
What's next? Yeah, you should run. In case he changes his mind, decides to hit you.
Don't run. Call the police.
And it sounds like he has anger issues. You know, he did the switcheroo. You mad at him. He mad at you because you mad at him. Like, what? No.
Might be bipolar. You did all that. And then gonna flip it around and say, hey, you're the issue. Might be a little bipolar. He might need to go get some real deal.
No, it sounds like he has anger issues. That should be a very serious conversation that you should have with him. He definitely shouldn't have gotten offended because you ran, because you felt like that's what you needed to do in that moment. Especially if you've never seen him act that way. Now, if you have seen him act that way, then maybe you should talk about leaving. Gotta know.
So let me ask you a quick question just to kind of piggyback off this. How many times can somebody do that before you decide to leave them automatically? Like, is it one and done, or do you say, all right, this may have been a one-time occurrence. Let me take a step back and give him another chance. Is it one and done?
I think it should be one and done.
Okay.
Because my thing is, if you have the ability to get that angry once, you can get that angry again. So, even if you choose to stay there and give him another chance, just don't be surprised if it happens again.
That's a fact. Now,
so it depends on what you want to deal with. At that point, he couldn't even. I think this part just kind of irritated me because he didn't even apologize. He's offended because you ran away and was scared that he was gonna hit you. So that's another issue in itself. Him not taking accountability for what happened.
That's a fact.
Heated arguments do happen. More times than not.
That's a fact.
In relationships. But when you start to throw things.
Yeah, you going too
I don't know.
far,
In my head, it would just be like, okay, you just threw something. At what point is it going to progress further than this?
It was a conversation that I heard on another podcast this weekend. It talked about, on a scale of 1 to 10, what level of toxic are you when it comes to communication? And they talked about it back and forth, a little bit of banter back and forth about if you leave the house, that's a scale of 7. If you go to sleep on the couch, that's like a 5 to avoid going upstairs and sleeping with your wife. I was like, damn, that's a 7 leaving the house and a 5 and sleeping on the couch. Then what's a 10? I think we found it.
Yeah.
A 10 would be to act out. I feel like a 10 would be to start throwing stuff, stomping, knocking stuff off a counter and things like that. At that point, you might need to scale it down to a 5. And I feel like 5 is about average. 5 is where everybody is. If you and I were to get that mad at one another, you're going to walk off and go in the room. I'm probably going to leave. You probably will leave before I'll leave. You love to go to a restaurant and spend some money if you mad. She gonna run a check up.
That's my self-care.
Run it up. Let her get mad at me right now. Go to a restaurant, spend the money.
5 course.
See what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, what the fuck are you buying?
I'm getting appetizer, entree, dessert, wine. I'm doing the whole shebang.
It could be the smallest argument too. She gonna go run it up on me. So I feel like that's a level.
Now, my spot used to be, so back in the day, it used to be Fido. And it's not like a fancy restaurant. It's actually a coffee shop. But before the pandemic,
didn't even drink coffee.
Before the pandemic, they used to be open late. Like Fido didn't close until like 11, maybe 12 o'clock. And so I would go.
She didn't want to be around your boy.
Order my dinner, and I would just sit there and drink wine.
And I would pay for the whole thing. Didn't even know I was paying for it. I'm at the house watching Netflix, trying to avoid an argument. Because when we argue, I just kind of say, well, then you got it. All right, it's cool. Whatever. But she gonna go run a check up. So I feel like the situation you just talked about in WWID, that's a 10. And I don't think that anybody should stick around to see what's gonna happen next if you start throwing stuff. If you start throwing your own stuff and breaking your own things, at that point, to me, you are taking it way too far to return, because you purchase these things and you obviously care about these things and you're breaking them.
And men be so scared. I mean, not scared. Men be so like crazy. Like, what in your head thinks that if someone acts like that, they wouldn't be a little nervous or afraid?
Yeah. I expect you to be afraid.
And so it's like, if your intention is not to scare the shit out of me, what are you doing?
Man, listen, you said men be crazy. I just saw on social media not even 10, 12 minutes ago, not even like an hour ago, this lady had the air tag on her husband. She went to where he was, saw him with another woman, ran him over 3 times and killed him. Ran him over 3 times and killed him. I'm going to tell y'all straight up, if I see her with another man, I love her to death. Love her to the end of the earth and dust mites. I love her. But she's not worth me losing my freedom. If I see her with another man, I'm instantly DMing Drea that night. Come on, B-Love. Talk to him. Joy, too. Give myself another one. Let's see. I'm DMing both of them. I know they probably not going to see it because I can imagine how their DMs look. But your boy is pulling up from Steph Curry range, and I'm shooting. Go out there if you want to. It ain't going to bother me. Just know. You gonna see me kicked up with a cigar in LA with old Drea? I might have me some old mint swim on.
You see how different guys and girls think? Because I ain't thinking about that shit. I'm going straight to a divorce lawyer.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be next.
I'm not. The first thing I'm doing is not retaliation. If I retaliate, it's gonna be
I'm trying to get some penetration. Never mind. But I'm just saying, I'm not gonna run nobody over. What was she thinking? Not once. She gave me a little bump.
Did they have kids?
Shit, I ain't read the whole story. I saw the headline like, woo, scared me. And you know what's so funny about that whole conversation? We were talking the other day, and I said, man, listen, first of all, God bless everybody that's been through all these bad shootings, God bless all the families. But I told her the other day, when Blake gets ready to go to school, what did I say? I'm giving him an air tag. I said, I'm giving Blake an air tag in his backpack just so I can know where he is. Just, hey, man, I probably won't tell him where it is.
I told him, I said, he can put it in his back pocket in case he don't have his backpack.
I just need to know where my boy is. So he's going to have an air tag. I might get a chip, like one of them dog chips y'all be putting in y'all know the little dog things so I can find a dog. I got to know, man. I'm scared. So she had an air tag on her husband. You know how much mistrust that he had did up until that point to make his wife place an air tag on him? He must have been a habitual cheater.
I might cry every day when Blake starts school in August.
What we talking about? Cheating? I think I'm gonna be the one that's probably more sad than you are.
He has been home and safe in the comfort of our home for 3 years now.
I'm scared about, man.
He has been so safe and protected.
It's the only thing I'm.
And now we gotta send him out to the wolves. But I have prayed about it.
Mm-hmm.
I prayed multiple times that we were sending him to the right school. And I pray every day that he is always covered and protected. In our care, out of our care.
I said TD Jakes, and she's been on a roll ever since. What's his daughter's name? India Jakes.
You're so annoying.
Queen.
Well, this has been a great episode,
I got
guys.
one last thing to say.
Oh, my God.
Fellas out there, listen to me. This might be a relationship next week, but I got to give it to you this week. I feel like when you're dating your woman, you have to spend the night with her at least one time. And let me tell you why.
What do you mean?
I'm about to tell them why right now.
What do you mean spend the night with? Are you not talking about married couples?
No. I said if you're dating a young lady,
okay.
Before you get married, before you even get too serious, spend the night with her. Figure out if she's a cover hog. I just found out my wife is a cover hog the last 2 weeks.
So
we've been asleep. I wake up, shiver. I'm in a ball, like literally, like shaking. Like what happened to the cover?
Listen.
She has it.
So he's talking about last night in particular, because I don't be hogging the covers like that.
For the last 2 weeks you had.
No, Beard. No, last night was extreme. Last night was unbearable. I agree. Listen. So yesterday, every Sunday, I washed the sheets. I washed all the bedding on our bed. And I had to go teach. So I called Beard. I said, hey, when you and Blake get back home, I need you to put the sheets in the comforter or, in the dryer.
I did that.
And so because he don't really wash the bedding, he doesn't know that you have to go in there and flip it around to get the insides of the cover in the sheets dry.
The dryer is supposed to be flipping.
But it's a lot in the dryer at one time.
We need a new dryer.
And so, of course, it's 9:45. I go. There is nothing worse than getting ready to go to bed and realize that there ain't no damn sheets on the bed.
Bruh.
So it's 9:45. I walk in there and I was like, "Fuck!" Go to the dryer. The sheets ain't even all the way dry.
I'm gonna tell y'all a secret too.
So I go in the closet and put the guest bedding on the So I grab some sheets and I grab a comforter. Now we have this one comforter that I absolutely hate. It used to be on our bed. I took it off because it just slides. It's a quilt, but it just slides.
I like quilts better than I like comforters. Comforters remind me of an old person's bed.
It just slides. And so I knew that there was going to be an issue. And so sure enough, at some point I woke up last night and half of it was on the floor. The other half was on my body and none of it was on Beard's body. So I pulled it back.
Listen to me.
And for whatever reason,
the cover
just kept coming with me. It doesn't do that with our usual comforter.
It kept coming with her because she kept pulling it. She took the shit from me.
I don't think that was it. I was tossing and turning a lot last night. And I think every time I rolled over, the bedding came with me.
You got your boy looking crazy out here. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I saw her go in the room, look and see there were no sheets, walk back into the laundry room to get the sheets. I looked up and I started to fake sleep because I didn't want to come ask me to help her put the sheets on the bed.
You're a terrible person.
I said, yeah, I'm asleep. Don't even ask your boy.
Okay, so then to me, it sounds like he deserves to have no covers.
And I think that was God.
Yep.
Me and JC, I'm going to get your ass, beloved.
Yep.
Anyway, India, tell the people where they can find you.
India.Marie on Instagram. If you are new here, make sure that you go to YouTube, hit subscribe, go to Apple, leave us 5 stars only. We only accept 5-star reviews. Yeah.
You can find me at BLove1911 on all social platforms. But more importantly, you can find me on July 9th at the Analog, the Hutton Hotel, performing live with my wife, India Marie. One night and one night only. Come on out to see us rock it. Also, you can find me at She and I Podcast on Instagram. Leave us a message at sheandipodcast@gmail.com. And like she said, go experience the visual. It's great. In the meantime, in between
you can just listen to the podcast for your audio experience.
It's an audio experience. some new flavor in your ear. In the meantime, in between time, it's been real. It's been fun. I out.